welcome to Moonshine Wednesdays. Alright, so what are we going to get into today? Well, I got some shine, I got a little bit of water, I got some dark corn syrup, I got some pecans. What are we going to make? We're going to make some Pecan Moon Shine. I thought this sounded delicious. Everybody says it's great. I've never had it before, but we're going to get ready to. Okay, but first things first. Welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is a channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. Alright, like always, I will put the ingredients to this down in the description. And so if you inclined to make it, that'd be great. Let me know how you like it. Okay, so what's our first step? Our first step is I need to put 2 cups of pecans in this pot. Whoop. 1. That's 2 cups. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to start heating them up until we start to smell them. Alright, so let me put that there. Let me give it a start. Just stir them around. What do we kind of do? We're kind of toasting them a little bit, I guess. Okay. So let's let them heat up. And then we'll move on to the next step. Alright. Like I said, just heat these up until you can start smelling them to cook. Then you know they're about done. I don't know, but I've had a lot of great comments about Moonshine Wednesday. Some people ask me how many, they're curious to see how many different flavors I can come up with. Well, I'm up for the challenge. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So let's just try to keep it going. But if you do happen to have a recipe for one and you want me to try it out, I'd be glad to try it out. I need all the help I can get. This ain't going to take too awful long. I'm starting to smell them just a little bit. I don't want to burn them. Alright, so I'm starting to smell them a little bit. I'm going to just turn it down to low. Okay, so the next thing, like I said, I can smell them. So now I'm going to start adding the other ingredients. So basically I'm going to add everything except for the alcohol. And I'm using 100 proof corn liquor. Corn moonshine. So what I say, I need a half a cup of brown sugar. So we're going to put that in there, there's a half a cup. Alright. Now the next thing is I want a cup of the dark corn syrup, right? And this thing has an ingenious thing. It's got marked right here. I don't even have to measure it out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So what I say? 1 cup. And this is going to be all right, 1 cup. Okay, we're getting it done. Give that a quick stir. I just got it on low heat right now. What we want to do, alright, we're getting it ready. Alright, so what we also want in there is 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Seems like a lot of recipes use vanilla extract. 1 and about a half. Okay. So what I want to try to do is let's heat this up until it melts to sugar. Oh, I could put this right on ice cream right now. Ooh. So what I want to do is heat that up a little bit. And then after that, a lot of these moonshines are so easy to make. And they're so fantastic to drink. Yeah. Now you remember, was it last week that I made the root beer moonshine? A viewer gave me an idea for a float. And it was like a cream mixture to add into that. Oh, it is out of this world. Making a root beer float. Okay, so I want to add in now. It's just starting to get nice and thin. All the sugar's melted, pretty much. All right, so now I need 1 quart of just water. All right, 1 quart of water. All right, so what I want to do now, I want to bring this up to a simmer. Turn the heat back up. You want to bring this back up to a simmer, and then just keep stirring a lot. And so what we're trying to do is extract them flavors out of them pecans right now. So bring it up to a simmer, and then we'll end up killing the heat. It's okay, so I'll be back. Okay, you can see I brought it up to a little of a boil. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Get them flavors out of that, them pecans. Alright. Okay, so it's been a boil for about 5 or 6 minutes. I mean, I can really smell it. So I'm gonna kill the heat. I'm gonna kill the heat. Now what we gotta do is we gotta let this cool down completely, okay? And then that'll help finish cooking all the them pecans. Alright, so let's let this cool down, and then we'll finish this up. Alright, so we'll see in a little bit. Okay, it's all cooled off. So what we want to do now is we want to strain out the pecans. So we'll just, I'm just using a strainer. Okay. Let them strain out for a minute. And then what we want to do is just put that syrup back in this pot for now. Okay? So, what we want to do now is we are going to put in our quart of shine here. This is just 100 proof. So if you think about it, this should make 2 quarts of about 50 proof shine. So we're going to stir this in. Okay. Alright, so let me get some stuff out of my way. Fill up our quart jars. Let me see if I can do it without making a giant mess. There's one. All right. Okay. All right, there's our Pecan Moonshine. I mean, it's a nice looking color. Wonder what it tastes like, huh? Wow. Damn, that's good. Oh, man. I mean, I could... And once it sits for probably a few weeks, it's going to be out of this world. But for as of right now, the taste is just fantastic. Wow. Pecan Moon Shine. That's a winner. That ain't gonna last long too. And I keep saying that, but well, you know, you just start to love these moonshines. You know, I'm really enjoying Moonshine Wednesday. Okay, now one thing you can do, I haven't tried it. I'm gonna try it this time. The pecans that we took out of this, I'm gonna spread them out onto a cookie sheet, and I'll sprinkle them with a little bit of brown sugar and just a little dash, maybe like sea salt or something. Bake them in the oven till they're kind of like candied. And they ought to be pretty tasty too. There's still a lot of flavor. Still a lot of flavor in that pecan. All right. I want to thank you for stopping by Moonshine Weekend. I hope you like this. I guess the last thing I got to say is, hey, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Or next Wednesday, here on Stillworks and Brewing. Cheers, everybody. Now that is good. Very good.